Good evening. I debated on doing another video. The last video that I did was about a year ago. And it's September, and September is Suicide Awareness Month. And it's been a pretty hard month. I lost my best friend 5 months and 14 days ago. And not a day goes by that I don't think about him or replay our last conversation in my head. I look at our text messages, listen to voicemails, and what I really want to do is just open up the conversation of mental health or mental illness in the Black community. If you are driving down the road and pulled off to the side, to the shoulder of the street, there's a car and it's smoke coming from the engine, and you see pieces of rubber from the tires shredding a few feet back, you automatically assume that something is wrong with the car. That person is in distress. Unlike someone suffering from a mental illness, not all the time will there be visible signs. And a lot of times, because society is, I won't even say society, because mental health or mental illness is taboo in the Black community, we write it off as someone being stressed, or someone just being tired, or someone just being overwhelmed. When in reality, it's overwhelming times 107. And the issue with that is we can overlook a very serious, detrimental to our health signs. Folks who suffer from mental health or mental illnesses, they operate and survive on conditional peace. Mental illness is defined as any type of condition or conditions that affect your thinking, your moods, and your behavior. When you are suffering from any one of those conditions, schizophrenia, severe anxiety disorder, SAD, depression, panic disorders, when you're suffering from any one of those issues, you are operating and living and surviving on conditional peace. It's easy for somebody to say, read a book, listen to some music, you should find a hobby, start playing the guitar, drink more water, you should try yoga, meditate. All of these things are great external resources to kind of help reel someone back in when they feel like they are losing touch with reality. But at the same time, it's like telling somebody who is drowning and they don't know how to swim, you're telling them to swim. It's like, I'm in the water, I'm in the ocean, I am surrounded by an element of nature that I cannot control, and I do not know how to swim, and I am drowning. But because I'm drowning, I don't have a voice to scream for help. And you're an advanced swimmer, and you're telling me, swim, this is how you swim like this. No, you swim like that. I don't swim like that. One, because I don't fucking swim. And if I don't know how to swim, and I am drowning, and I cannot use my voice to cry out for help, I'm stuck. And living with a mental illness is similar to that. You know, folks feel stuck. It's like being at a traffic light and the red light turns green and everybody else can go but you. You don't know why you can't go. You just can't go. You would love to go, but you can't go. And I think that what needs to happen is we need to not be afraid of the mental illness conversation. And once we are able to discuss that without any stereotypes, without any stigmas attached to it, then I think that will allow us to be able to begin figuring out a way to not just cope or survive, but to overcome. And sometimes we can help everybody else in the world except for the ones closest to us, because we feel as though they're stronger than what we think they are. And we really have to be careful, because it can sometimes be dangerous when folks are living their lives based on conditional peace. And so I just want to challenge everybody to start the conversation on, living mental illness, mental health, suicide, behavioral health. Just it's a very vast subject, and once we educate ourselves, we'll be able to move forward with some issues. So I just wanted to say a few words, checking in with everybody. Just know that you're not alone, and if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here. Peace, light, and love to everybody that's watching.